finish secret number one. Secret number two is an awesome process to get hundreds or even thousands of new email subscribers per day for free, which you'll want to pay close attention to. And this one's really awesome. Secret number three, Winter, this is something that you shared with me that actually your mentor shared with you when you were just getting started. And secret number three is really the difference between you and me. You generated a $14,000 per month income stream within 90 days. It took me over a year to start getting traction with my email list. And you'll learn about how to make a full-time income from a small email list with secret number three. So let's dive in. We're about to show you the one-page website, quote unquote, that creates consistent automated passive income. Winter, tell me what I'm looking at. This doesn't look like a big, complicated, expensive website. What is this here?
No, not at all. We're looking at a capture page. That's, quite honestly, beyond what we see here is just the background. That is all. It's just a landing page. And this, as the title states, this generated 137,000 email subscribers in under 2 weeks. And it was literally so many email subscribers that my autoresponder company actually called me, got me on the phone. They said, what are you doing? What are you doing that's creating so many email subscribers right now? Because it doesn't look right to us. Because not many companies generate that many email subscribers in that short amount of time. So anyways, that's the simple page right here.
Yeah, so you've heard that the money's in the list. You've probably seen a lead capture page. These are also called squeeze pages, where you land on the page and you put your email list in, this time for a free report. And on the other side of this page, what you don't see oftentimes, unless you have an email list, is what's going on behind the scenes. This is really exciting because behind the scenes is where you get to build a relationship with your new subscriber. This is inside of an autoresponder account, and these emails get sent out automatically. And this is what allows you to make automatic sales with what's called education-based marketing. One of the questions that Winch and I get all the time is, how do I, make sales consistently? How do I make sales automatically without annoying my list, without being a pain in the backside, without, having them unsubscribe? And the secret to that, the key, is to always start the relationship with value. So you saw that we offered a free gift, so we led with value, and then to educate your audience throughout the process. This is what makes this process valuable to your subscribers and valuable to you as a business owner, as a list owner. So key here, this relationship word, by the way, is key. You might want to write that down. Wink, wink. Okay, so here's how to do this process on your own. Look, there's two ways to do this. You can do it the easy way, the hard way. Here's how to do it if you want to do it all on your own. You can create your own lead capture page. When I got started, I had to code it and design it myself. Now there are tools and plugins ranging from $100 a month to $1,000 or more per year. You could hire someone to create it. Of course, as I mentioned, you always want to lead with value. You want to start the relationship off by giving. And so you're going to want to create your free ebook, your free PDF, a training video series. In addition to that, you have to write your autoresponder messages. Make sure that you're writing the right message to the right person, test it, optimize it, get it out automatically to your audience. And what I've seen as a coach, a consultant for the past 10 years, is it takes most beginners about 3 to 4 months to start seeing some traction with this. And look, when you think about making an additional $1,000 per month, an additional $1,000 per day, escaping the time for money trap, that is a great proposition, right? There's nothing wrong with some elbow grease and hard work. So you can go that route, or you can use the L3 cloning process, because the L3 cloning process does all of this for you. Everything that you see on the screen here in literally under 15 minutes and with just 3 clicks of the mouse. So we'll get to that in just a bit. I want to make sure that you have a solid foundation before we demonstrate the L3 cloning process to you. So that's really exciting. We'll get to that in just a second. So keys to success. Of course, you never, ever, ever want to buy an email list. That would be like buying a phone book and calling everybody from the phone book. So you don't want to buy an email list on its own. You want to have your subscribers opt in for something valuable that you give away, like you saw Winter do earlier. Of course, you never want to trade your integrity for a sale. We'll talk about that more in a bit. As we talked about, yeah, quantity, having a big email list is awesome, but you can make a full-time income from a small email list when you focus on building what with your subscribers. So type in the chat if you think you know the answer that fits into this spot. Winter, you mentioned that we might have some coupon codes that we're giving away.
We do. So wow, a lot of awesome job. There's a flood of correct answers coming in here. So we do have some coupon codes. So I'm going to send everyone, it looks like my hands are going to be busy for a little while. I'm going to send everyone a message that got it right. And yeah.
Tons of right answers. Yeah, you want to build relationships and make the process valuable and enjoyable for your audience. And look, if there were no other reason, that's a great reason on its own. But the reason why we want to build relationships with our audience is you build a relationship with someone on your list, they're not going to buy once from you, they're going to buy over and over and over again. And that's one piece of the puzzle that makes your business easier moving forward. So secret number 2, here's how to get thousands of new subscribers per day for free. And really, this is just one of our 5 instant traffic strategies. We're big fans of instant and automated, and this is one of our instant traffic strategies. We have others that we'll get to, that we'd talk about all of them if we had tons of time. In the limited time that we have today, I really want to focus and make sure that you pick up this really important concept. So before we get to that, let me explain to you what you don't want to do in an online business. AKA, this is what makes an online business the most frustrating job, the most frustrating job in the world. We've already talked about it. Posting endlessly on social media, hoping to get a few likes and shares, maybe an email subscriber or two. We're all on social media. You've seen this, people doing this, and their poor Aunt Linda just wants to see how their family is doing, and now you're driving Aunt Linda crazy because you're posting nonstop about your business opportunity. That's not what we want to do. We're not trying to rank on Google by spending our entire life writing articles. We're not trying to guest blog. One of my friends said that she was going to build her list by guest blogging, which if you don't know what that means, that's when you take the best piece of content that you can create and you give it to somebody else. And you say, I hope your readers like this. Tell them to click on the link at the end of the article to come to my website. There's nothing wrong with that. It works. It's just very, very, very time consuming. Of course, cold calling and prospecting. If you have nerves of steel and a lot of time on your hands and don't mind going the slow way, you can certainly do that. We're just going to do it a bit quicker. So here's how we do it. Very simply, we launch an L3 powered follow-up machine that turns $1 bill into a $2 bill and gets leads for free. And I'm going to walk you through this it's a simple concept. We'll talk about exactly how to do that in just a second. So who was paying attention? Quick quiz. According to Campaign Monitor, email marketing is the king of the marketing kingdom, which means that for every $1 spent, it generates how much money? Beverly says relationships. That was the last slide, Beverly. Paul got it. A bunch of people got it. Yeah, $44. So look, when we talk about generating $2 from every $1, we're not telling tales out of class here. Is it ambitious? Sure, but it's not $44 for every $1 spent, like Campaign Monitor says that email is responsible for. But let's just assume $2 for every $1. How do we do that? Well, let's walk through this $1.2 million campaign. Winter, you did this. This campaign went for about 30 days. I love this picture. What are we looking at here?
Well, Tim, that's me sitting on a camel. So this picture is from a product I did. It was called Ancient Secrets of Kings. I got to travel the world. I literally went to Cairo, Jerusalem, Beijing, all over Asia, interviewing historians and professors about what made those kingdoms so successful of their time. Now, for me, it was of course a dreamed up trip. I got to literally fly from Los Angeles to New York, all the way back around Asia, back to Los Angeles again, around the world trip. I spent 5 weeks doing it. And Of course, I had a ton of time, a ton of fun time doing it. I absolutely loved it. As you can see, I'd never ridden on a camel before, and it was a business expense, which made it even that much better. It was a complete write-off. So for me, right there, I'm in Giza, and that was one of the places I always dreamed about getting to visit, and that's the beginning of this long 5-week trip.
Yeah, sounds like such a dream trip. I've never been. And you created $1.2 million in sales and with just a $47 info product. Let's take a look at what that looked like. You went around interviewing experts. Here's a graphic of the program that you created, the product development. And look, this is the start of the process, the start of $1.2 million in sales. This picture should be familiar to you, was the exact lead capture page, the exact squeeze page that we showed you just a moment ago, right? So when we talk about you don't need a complicated website, you certainly, especially if you're just beginning, go out and pay a bunch of money for a website. The money's in the list. So we focus on building the list. This is the start of the process. Winter, one of the things that you did really well is you created a marketing campaign that used education-based marketing. We talked about that term earlier. It's where, yes, you're leading to a sale, but you're providing a lot of valuable content. So this is a picture of a camel. This image, this video, grab somebody's attention right away and turn the hottest subscribers into buyers instantly, immediately, day one, which is awesome. In addition, let's say someone doesn't want to watch a video. For example, someone like me, I'm an avid reader. I love reading. And so I'd be more inclined to, instead of watching the video, to read this text-based message. This is a text-based message of that video. And in marketing, this is called using a different modality. And a modality is just a fancy word for the difference between visual or auditory or kinesthetic. It's one of the reasons why we're having you participate in today's training, so that not only do you hear us talking about it and you see it on the screen, but you're actively participating using your kinesthetic modality, your feeling modality. And all these things tie in and created such a valuable campaign. Okay, so what about people that don't buy right away? Well, here's where your email sequence comes into play. When you have this email sequence going out to your subscribers every single day, all done automatically, it's using education-based marketing to continually provide value and make sales for you around the clock. And man, when you have a system like this set up, it is like having your own little ATM machine, and you can replicate it and replicate it. It is such an awesome feeling waking up in the morning and seeing how many new subscribers you got, how many sales your system made automatically. It's really like having a salesperson working for you 24 hours a day around the clock. It is that valuable in your business, and it's one of the reasons why email brings in $44 for every $1 invested. Okay, so pay close attention, because this is the money screen. In one slide, here's how we make money. We launch an L3 powered cloning machine that educates subscribers and makes sales. We'll talk about and walk through the L3 powered machine in just a second. We buy the hottest traffic we can with a $50 to $100 test budget. So again, instead of wasting our valuable time that we can never get back, since time can't be replaced, at least not how we know of it yet, we'll take 50 or 100 bucks and buy some traffic and get subscribers automatically. And in the secret number 3, we'll tell you what to do exactly with those subscribers. So what that gets for us, it gives us instant traffic and instant email subscribers. And then what we do is we work to recoup our investment and rinse and repeat with small budget recycling. Let me put that in simple terms, so what that means to you. My first successful year in having an online email list, an email list business, I went to my tax advisor and I shared the numbers with him. And that year I spent about $150,000 in advertising. And he looked at me and he kind of in disbelief, he said, Tim, how in the world did you spend $150,000 in advertising when, because he knew my numbers from the year before, they weren't good. And I said, well, it's pretty simple. All I had to start was a $100 bill, and I bought some traffic. And when I got the $100 back, I did it again. I rinsed and repeat. I had a small budget and I just recycled it. And kind of like a professional investor, what you want to do is you want to cut the losers and let the winners ride. And we'll talk more about this and how to find traffic and how to get instant traffic in just a moment. And what you're building here is a long-term asset. Your email list, when you can wake up in the morning and press send and getting out to 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 people that you're building a relationship with, that is a valuable asset. And in secret number 3, we'll talk about how to leverage that asset so that you can start building your email list without even investing money in advertising. But this is just step number 1. Here's let's keep it going. So Winter, this was your methodology, this was your mindset behind this campaign called the Ancient Secrets of Kings. Share with us the results from this one campaign.
Well, as we see here, $450,000 generated in 2 weeks. At this point, we should probably change that slide. We're well over 1.6 million in sales to date. 140,000. That was about 2.5 weeks worth of email subscriber growth just in the launch phase there. Over 150 ecstatic affiliates, joint ventures. Everyone loved it. They loved the product. They loved the information I went out and got, so on and so forth. Everyone was happy. And, you know, Tim, it did take a lot of work. It was 5 weeks traveling around the world, but it paid off. It was an experience. So this is an image of me now. I'm flying from Beijing down to Singapore on the tail end of the trip. And that is probably one of the best seats in the air, in my opinion. That's aboard Singapore Airlines, the A380, the big double decker, and that's in their suites there. And you know, as you can tell, I'm having a great time, but I was overwhelmed with this feeling of, as it says, I wish my dad could see me now. I wish he could see how I took that little lesson up by the creek or the river when I was such a young kid and built it into my business these days. And yeah, it was just an overwhelming feeling for me.
Yeah, there's no doubt that your dad would be super proud seeing his lessons that he shared with you impact the life, not just your life, but the lives of so many people. It's so special. So let me kind of do a recap here of what you can do if you want to go the do-it-yourself path. Yes, there are a lot of steps. We're talking about a campaign that generated over $1 million. So you can imagine there's going to be some steps involved. You want to create your free gift, build your lead capture page, your thank you page. That's where your subscribers will download the free gift. You're going to want to write the follow-up email sequence, craft the marketing messages, make sure that you have all the tracking in place, or let the L3 powered list building process do all of this for you. And good, right now we're building the foundation so that when you see this process in action, when you see us go through this process with just 3 clicks of your mouse, you'll understand the value of the having the L3 powered cloning process. Okay, so now what we've done is we have the start of our list. Well, here's how to make a full-time income from just a small email list. Again, even if you're just getting started, even if you're brand new, even if you're not great at tech stuff, like I'm not super great at tech stuff, and this is really a secret, Winter, that your mentor gave to you, and this is really the keys to the kingdom. Winter, are you there if you want to walk through the traffic multiplier?
Yeah, sorry, I was having some technical problems there. You know, like it said, Daddy did. I got fortunate. I started out in a totally different way as you did. I had an old roommate, and he was my roommate for many years, and then we're friends afterwards. And let's just say this guy is lazy. Okay, so when I saw him start generating $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month online, I said, "Hey, buddy, can you mentor me? Can you teach me what you're doing here? Because here I am. I'm working out of the house." At that point, I was working out of the house 55, 60 hours a week. I had to drive around to 5, 6, 7 different places in Portland, Oregon, where I was living at the time. And here he was at home being himself. You know, like I said, I knew him pretty well. If you knew him, you'd know how lazy he was. And here he started creating this awesome online income without even having to leave the house. I was intrigued, and I had to learn what he was doing.
Yeah, you call it lazy. I call it lazy smart. This is one of the most valuable list building strategies that you're going to learn. It's called the traffic multiplier method. Let me just walk you really quickly how it works. Okay, so you remember the email subscribers that you generated with your small test budget. That's what we covered in secret number 2. That's where you go out, You invest $100 to get instant traffic and instant subscribers, and we'll share with you how to find avenues to do that in just a second. Well, in the background, your autoresponder is continuing to build the relationship. It may be making sales to even just a small list. And it's important to understand that clicks are currency, right? We're in the attention age, where if you can get people's attention, that is valuable. And the process is really simple. The traffic multiplier method works by trading clicks with other list owners. This is a strategy that Winter and I did. We still do it in our other businesses. I'll send Winter 1,000 clicks promoting his Ancient Secrets of Kings. And to do that, I give my audience, my subscribers, valuable content, right? They get a valuable ebook. And Winter will do the same for me. He'll send me 1,000 clicks. The beauty of this is that we don't have to invest any money out of pocket. We provide a ton of value for our subscribers, and we are able to grow our list exponentially. It's how we can go from a small email list to a massive email list without a lot of out-of-pocket expense very, very quickly. It's called the traffic multiplier method. And man, this is one of the key differences, Winter, between you and I, is that your mentor was sharing these powerful strategies with you, where I had to go the hard way. I had to reinvent the wheel and make a lot of mistakes on my own. So the result, Winter, for you, I'll have you share the slide, and really more importantly, what this meant for you in your life at the time.
Well, as it said, Tim, after my mentor got me going, in my third month, I generated over $14,000 online. It was in my second month that I kind of stopped doing my offline job because I saw the value here. And in that third month, the $14,000 online, I actually generated more income and revenue and net profit and money in my pocket than my mentor did. So I got a quick start, and the value of having the system that he had come up with and the system that he developed, really enabled me to leave that offline job very quickly.
Yeah, so you were able to escape the time from Money Trap, and man, that was the start to you traveling around the world and going on adventures. Okay, the do-it-yourself action steps. This is how to find other list owners in your market. And again, this is one of the key words that we've talked about. It comes down to building relationships with other people of influence, other people that have email lists, reaching out to them the correct way. It's really important to do it the correct way so you don't come across as a spammer or annoying. You arrange the traffic swap. Again, traffic swap is I send 100 clicks to you, you send 100 clicks to me. I send 500 clicks to you, you send 500 clicks to me. That's how you're able to grow your email list exponentially. And look, that's super valuable. Winter travels all across the country, all across the world, going to masterminds and conferences and seminars and workshops to meet people. And that's why one of the most valuable things that we give to all of our customers and all of our clients is a list of our best connectors who can start driving traffic and building your list overnight, instantly. We're big believers in connecting good people with other good people. And so the other option, if you don't want to do it yourself, is align yourself with connectors, make 1 or 2 valuable relationships, and have those relationships introduce you and make those introductions for you. And that's something that Winter and I love to do for our clients. Okay, so another pop quiz. Throughout this training, we've talked about the difference between time and money. And this is such an important concept. Winter, growing up, I was always told that time is money. Time is money, time is money. And I think it's a common phrase, a common cliche. However, the wealthy think about time and money much, much differently. And so what I'd like for you to do is to type in the chat now if you know the difference between time versus money. And for everyone that gets this correct, if you've been paying attention and you got this correct, we are going to dish out a few more coupon codes. So if you believe that you know the difference between time and money, go ahead and type that into the chat. Dale says, yes, I know it. Dale, type it in the chat. Valerie got it. John has a good answer here. Jason got it. Mickey got it. Awesome. So all the names that I'm reading off, you guys are getting coupon codes. Sam got it. Great. Oh, now they're starting to flood in. Okay, so here's a couple answers that I really like. This one's from Sam. You can never get time back. Yeah, totally. Darlene really nailed it here. She says you can always get more money. Time is finite. Yeah, there's a limited amount of time, and there really is an unlimited amount of money. Money really comes from providing value to your audience, value in what you help your subscribers with. That's why we talked about leading with value. So awesome job, those of you that got it right. Winter, you're going to be typing like crazy, dishing out coupon codes. Thank you so much for participating. And just want to share with you. So today, just in the short time that we've been together today, here's what you've discovered. You've discovered the common mistakes that keep most people stuck. You know, for me, that was wearing all the hats. It was trying to do everything in my business, and it left me feeling overwhelmed. It left me feeling frustrated. It's not an effective strategy, so I wasn't making any money. And I just felt burnt out. You know, my friends and family looked at me and said, you know, are you gonna give this up? You know, how long are you gonna keep doing this? It's not working for you. And it's because I was wearing too many hats. I wasn't focused on what works. You discovered the secrets behind a $1.2 million email campaign, and it started with a very simple lead capture page, a very simple video sequence, an autoresponder that makes sales automatically. You learned some of our strategies and secrets to generating traffic on demand and growing your list exponentially with the traffic multiplier method. But if there's one thing I hope you get from today's training, it is this. I hope you get this one thing, and that is you can have a profitable email list much sooner than you ever thought possible. You can have a profitable email list much sooner than you ever thought possible. And maybe you're sitting here and you're asking yourself, okay, well, that's great, but how do I do that? How do I generate my own email list? How do I create multiple streams of income? You know, how do I get that extra $1,000 a week or $10,000 per month or whatever you typed into the chat? And from my experience coaching entrepreneurs for the past 10 years, there's actually two ways to do it. And both are viable options. There's no right or wrong strategy. Option number one is you go the do-it-yourself track. And that is a method. It works. I can assure you that you will be recreating a process that someone else has tried and failed out and figured out in the past and has smoothed out, but that is an option that you can do. The other option, and because you've sat through this entire training, because you've participated and typed in the chat, my guess is you want the easy way to build an email list, and that's using a proven, built-out methodical method to do so. And if that sounds like you, I want to introduce you to List Launch Pro. List Launch Pro. And before I tell you who List Launch Pro is for, let me tell you who List Launch Pro is not for. Look, it's no secret. When we talk about campaigns that are generating $1.2 million or an extra $1,000 per day, this training is not going to work for the do nothing, get rich crowd. And by that, I mean the person that buys a product, doesn't open it, doesn't do anything, and hopes that dollar bills are going to rain from the ceiling. I don't think that's you. I don't think that's the crowd that we have today, but it won't work for that person. Like we talked about, this isn't for the no integrity scammer. Look, you're building a relationship with these people. Your integrity is really important. And of course, it's not for the professional excuse maker. What Winter and I have done here is what we'll share with you in a little bit with the L3 cloning process is, man, we've removed all the excuses. If you had time excuse or tech excuse, those are gone. But this certainly won't work for the professional excuse maker. But let me tell you who List Launch Pro is for. List Launch Pro is the world's only done-for-you system for launching your email-driven lifestyle business in less than 30 minutes. And I'm going to prove that to you by walking you through this L3 cloning process that can launch your email-driven lifestyle business with literally just 3 clicks of the mouse. And this would not be possible if it weren't for Winter, who I call Winter the Wizard, investing thousands and thousands of hours of his time building a system to save you 90 days worth of work at least. So let's get into List Launch Pro. List Launch Pro, we'll talk about the training. We'll talk about the L3 cloning process in 2 minutes here. The first goal of ours is to help you get your email list to 5,000 subscribers and beyond. And so we provide a fast start training to help you get to 5,000 subscribers as quickly as possible so that you can escape the time for money trap, so that you can start seeing consistent automated sales come in. We'll talk, Winter, I'll have you tell your story about the day you made your first online sale. It's a huge moment. If you haven't done it yet, if you haven't made your first sale online yet, it is such a momentous occasion, one that will help you celebrate. If you have, but you aren't getting consistent sales, we'll certainly help you to do that as well. And we'll share some case studies from our clients as well. So we'll share with you how to make your first sale online with List Launch Pro, how to get traffic and sales fast. We have a very proven step-by-step system to getting to your first 5,000 subscribers and beyond. And look, it is a pretty well-known fact at this point that the money is in the list, and a training that can help you do this are valued anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, even up to $5,000 in value. And that, again, that's because the money is in the list. This has a value of $1,497. But look, here's where things get really, really exciting, because with List Launch Pro, you're also getting access to the platform. And the platform is powered by the L3 cloning process. And this is where you get 10 done for you, complete automated List Launch Pro campaigns. So you'll want to focus and really look closely at the screen here, because you're about to watch the L3 cloning process in action. You're going to watch this process launch your email list lifestyle business with just 3 clicks. So here's a peek behind the curtains. Here's a peek inside of the members area. And let's just say you're familiar now with the Ancient Secrets of Kings campaign. Let's say that you log into your List Launch Pro account and you want to promote the Ancient Secrets of Kings. Well, count along with me. Click number 1 is you are going to click on the icon that says Ancient Secrets of Kings. So that is click number 1. This is the start of activating the L3 cloning process, the list launch linking process. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is we want to tell List Launch Pro where we want our traffic to be delivered to. Now, we could either deliver it to a sales message. That's the message like where Winter was on the camel. You saw that video of him. More often than not, you're going to select the squeeze page so that you can start building your list at the same time that you start making sales. So click number 2 is we're going to say we want all of our traffic, people that click on this link, to go to the squeeze page. This is how we build our list. We type in tracking. This is how we know which segment is the most valuable, where our leads came from, and which segment of the leads are buying. And this is kind of an advanced topic that we'll get into later. Just know that all of this is done for you. So that was click number 2, is activating the squeeze page. And then, listen, very simply, click number 3 is we click generate link. And this is so exciting. When Winter first showed this to me, it blew my mind, because you click on these 3, you go through these 3 steps, and this is it. This is where the money is made. This is your L3 cloning link. And listen, here's what happens next. Anybody that clicks on this link, they'll be able to opt in to my email list that I own 100% of. And anyone that buys, whether it's today or 30 days from now or 60 days from now, I get credit for the sale, and that money gets deposited into my account. And guess what? You're going to be able to do the exact same thing when you activate the L3 cloning process. Here's what that looks like. I get a link, someone clicks on it, they go to this page. You've already seen this page, you're familiar with it. The only difference now is, and this is a key difference, instead of someone opting into this page and landing on Winter's email list, they're going to land in your email list, the list that you own 100% of. And guess what? You didn't have to create these graphics. You don't have to create this free report. You don't have to write this text here. You don't have to upload anything, download anything. You don't have to know HTML, PHP, JavaScript, any other of the funky coding languages that I have no idea how they work. You don't have to do any of that because the L3 cloning process does it all for you. Oh, what about this video sales message? Guess what? Same thing. If somebody wants to watch the video after they opt in, this video is connected to your ClickBank account. Your ClickBank account is what will pay you either via check or direct deposit. And when someone watches this video, and again, this has education-based marketing, it's very intriguing, it provides a lot of value. When someone watches this video and decides to purchase Ancient Secrets of Kings, guess what? You get credit for the sale, and that money, your commission, goes into your ClickBank account and ultimately to your bank account. Same thing. Someone wants to read this text-based message instead of watching the video, and they buy at the end, you get credit for the sale, you earn your commission. And again, all of this entire process was done for you in 3 clicks, and you can deploy this in literally 30 minutes of when you get started with the with List Launch Pro. Okay, this is really important. This is a picture of the download page. So again, someone opts in for their free gift. Well, you have to give them their free gift, right? Well, this download page is done for you automatically. You don't have to create this. You don't have to upload anything. You don't have to host this, pay any money for hosting. This is where your subscribers will get directed to automatically. All of this is done behind the scenes automatically for you so they can download their free gift that you get to give away to them. This is really exciting. When someone clicks on this image down here, you can't quite see it. After they download their free gift, they click on the image. Guess what? That directs them to another video. And if they buy from that, you get credit for that sale as well. We've done all of this to maximize your conversions without you doing a ton of work. So again, with List Launch Pro, you get access to this. You get access to the entire List Launch Pro platform. It includes 10 done-for-you List Launch Pro campaigns, and all the campaigns are built exactly how we build them, built exactly the same way that Winter developed them to generate over $1 million in just that one campaign. All the lead capture pages are mobile optimized, so they work on if someone gets there from their cell phone or their tablet. You get to give away the free gifts. The thank you pages are built for you. We do behind the scenes all the split testing, the tracking, all the kind of nerdy stuff that you probably don't want to do on your own. All of this is included and integrated with your affiliate links, promoting world-class, high-converting products. Again, these are products that, like we showed you earlier, were #1 in ClickBank. One of the campaigns that's in here was #1 on ClickBank for a while in the self-help category. They're all connected to your email autoresponder that sends out messages and makes sales automatically. And again, all of this is done for you. And we'll talk about some more case studies in a moment, but here you can see Benjamin here. He says, this is in our private Facebook mastermind group. He says, hi, I'm new here. I've had my first 5 sales, still going. And you can see this was seen by almost 100 people in just our Facebook mastermind group. Here's another one of our members, Ed, who says 700 total subscribers. At this point, he had 580 subscribers with 5 sales. Then he got to 700 subscribers. And look, these are people that were brand new to online marketing. Ed Soder, as you can probably see from his picture here, he's not exactly a millennial. He's someone that in the past had really struggled, and I could definitely relate to him. It's a system that works to get subscribers and make sales right out of the gate. So with that, let me walk you through a new campaign. This is a campaign that one of a very close friend of ours created. Her name is Sandy. And fun fact about Sandy, she is a Harvard graduate. She's an absolute brain. And she created this free report called the 10X Your Happiness Report. This is a report that our members love to give away. Their subscribers absolutely love. And you don't have to go to Harvard to create this free report. We give it to you to give away. This is for a campaign called the Instant Switch. Very simply, we're going to do, click #1 was selecting the Instant Switch campaign. Excuse me. Click #2 is the squeeze page, then clicking generate link, and same process, link creation successful. And you'll notice that as we go through this, this is the opt-in page, the lead capture page that your subscribers will see. And the only difference is when someone lands on this page and opts in, that email lead lands in your autoresponder campaign. Again, you're going to own your autoresponder campaign 100% so that you get to promote whatever you want. All this is done for you. The download page, as you can see, done for you. The video sales letter. Again, Sandy's a Harvard-trained behavioral expert, and she created this video training. And when someone buys from here, again, you get credit for the sale. It goes through your L3 cloning link. That's an example of mine at the top. Someone buys from this text-based sales letter, same thing, you get credit for the sale. And this is how people like Benjamin and people like Ed, even though they're just getting started, are able to make sales and generate subscribers so quickly. Because look, I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, and it takes me a long time to create a page just like this, a long time to create a video, a long time to create a free report like that. And any of those things can really derail you if you're just getting started. Here's how you don't have to worry about that anymore and really launch your business with confidence. So all that's done for you automatically. You get 10 done for you campaigns. We shared a few with you here today. What about the instant traffic database? Remember, we shared with you that one of the things that we give to all our members is a list of people that have a great relationship with their audience, that have email lists, so you can start getting instant traffic and instant subscribers. And here's an example of that database. Really simply, you log into your List Launch Pro account, you click on traffic, and you get to work with any of these partners. This one has a 150,000 subscriber email list. This person has a 22,000 subscriber email list. This one 30. And start getting instant traffic to your list so that you can start building your list literally overnight. And of course, we go into detail about how to grow your list exponentially once you have a small list, but it starts by doing the instant traffic strategy. And this is just one of those instant traffic strategies. Of course, we're big on mindset. As you can probably tell, we both have businesses in the personal development space. And one of the keys that has made Winter successful, right, going from high school dropout to online multimillionaire, is what's between his ears and the mindset that he's developed, and understanding that there's a big difference between time and money, right? And yes, you can do all this on your own, right? We walked you through all the steps, but if you want a quicker, faster path, then the L3 cloning process is how to do that. We offer world-class support to our team. Really simply, what that means for you is if you get stuck, or if you just want us to set up your system for you, we'll just do it for you, because we've trained our team to be able to do it in about 5 minutes. So we don't want you, again, we don't want you wearing all the hats. And so if tech stuff isn't your cup of tea, like it's not mine, just have our tech team do it all for you. It takes them about 5 to 10 minutes. It'll take you, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes if you want to do it on your own. Total value, being conservative here, $9,997. I would have happily paid that and more to save over 6 months of misery trying to create my own product. You get 10 campaigns pre-built and done for you. Okay, but maybe you're asking, what about all the subscribers that your new system is generating, right? That's what we're doing here, right? We're looking to build subscribers, build our email list, generate subscribers, build our email lists. Well, again, this is where it gets really, really, really exciting, because your system comes with a profit pulling, highly engaging 30 email follow-up sequence. We shared what that looks like in the previous screen. Here's an example of it. And what's really cool about List Launch Pro is we push this into your autoresponder automatically. We've actually programmed a system. I say we, Winter programmed a system. I'm not the tech guy. Winter programmed a system to build all of this in your autoresponder campaign automatically. Internally, we call it the bot, like the robot. And what this means for you is that you get professionally written email copy, proven to make subscribers open, click, and buy, and all of this is done for you. Every single email that you see here, and this is just 13 of them, include your affiliate link so that you get paid for each sale that you make. That's all done behind the scenes, all done automatically. List Launch Pro does all of this for you. And some people ask, can I customize the emails? Yeah, that's great. Customize the emails. Really create an even closer bond relationship with your audience, or you can just leave them as is and let them work out of the gate. Either way works well. What I love to do, this is kind of a bad habit. It's not great for productivity, but I love waking up in the morning, rushing over to my computer, seeing how many new subscribers I have, how many new sales I've made. It's a bad habit, but I guess it's not the worst habit to have. I don't know. I just enjoy doing it. So you get this follow-up sequence done for you. However, I made a rush change last minute, literally 10 minutes before this started, because Winter and I, we continue to make updates to this system. And literally today, we've released an update, whereas we're not giving you 30 emails in your sequence. We're actually building out over 50. To put this in context, I sat down with my copywriter and we paid him over $4,000 to write these 50 email campaigns, and we're just giving you access to all that. Yeah, we paid him $4,000 in cash to do this, but we wanted you to have a done for you system, and we're adding to this. I believe the number now is 56, 57 emails. There's more coming as well. So again, you get the Fast Start video training to get your first 5,000 subscribers. That's a $1,500 value. You get the platform, which has the L3 powered List Launch Pro process, 10 done for you campaigns. That's a $10,000 value. The done for you email campaign. If you've ever tried to sit in front of your computer and write even one email, when I first did that, it took me hours and I agonized over it, and the email wasn't that good. We just paid our copywriter $4,000 to do this for you. I'm putting a conservative $3,000 value on this. We're giving that to you when you join List Launch Pro today. You saw a peek into the private Facebook mastermind group. That's where we get to celebrate your wins when you start getting your subscribers and sales. If you have questions, you can post them in there. We really should charge $97 per month for this, but today we're going to give you access to that. It's such an empowering group. We have we have over 250 members in the group right now. And you get access to that included today. That's a $1,000 plus value. Now, for most of you, if you were like me just getting started, that's enough to get you really excited. However, I know there's people on this training right now that are like Winter when he got started, and you want to go to the next level. You want to build that $1 million campaign. You want to have multiple streams of income. You want that 140,000 subscriber list. Well, we've built out an advanced training. It's simple videos, easy to digest, but advanced concepts that will help you take your list building to the next level. So if you want to discover the secrets of generating additional streams of traffic, learning how to add even more value, go to the 6-figure per year level, the 7-figure per year level, you're going to want to pay close attention to the next level training course. And when you add it all up, we're at over a $16,000 value, but we didn't want to stop there. We wanted to really stack the deck in your favor. So we have some bonuses that we're going to throw in. But first of all, who will this work for? Well, of course, as soon as you deploy this system, you have an online business. There's no more hoping and wishing and praying. You will have an online business. So this will work for you if you're an affiliate marketer, a product creator, a coach, a consultant, if you're just getting started, if you're a thought leader, really anyone that wants to grow your audience and grow your community. And so we had a couple of choices. We could create a $100 product and go cheap and try to sell as many as possible, but we really wouldn't be able to stack the value. We wouldn't be able to pay our copywriter $4,000 to write emails and then just give them to you. That wouldn't make any sense. So we decided to make it even easier for you to launch a successful business. And it requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, we get to devote more resources and help guarantee your success. And we'll talk about our definitely different and kind of weird guarantee with you in just a moment. And the reason why is because a lot of you, there might be people out here that are like my client, Wendy. When Wendy and I first got started, she was working a cubicle job that was not a good place for her. And I helped her build her audience. And she said, with encouragement, advice, and strategies, Tim helped me take the leap of faith, quit my job, and concentrate on my real passion. Things have been going better than I ever dreamed, and I just had a $5,000 weekend. Amazing. And look, I don't know your financial situation. Maybe $5,000 in a weekend is old news to you, but I know for her, it was totally life-changing. It gave her so much confidence, and it really helped her focus on her passion. And I'm just so proud of her. So again, the recap of what you get, we don't want to stop here because there's so much more that we're adding. And want to talk about a couple bonuses. Bonus number one, when you join us today, we'll share with you how to create and launch your product in a weekend. It took me 6 months to create my first product. Nobody bought it. I created this training so that you can create your very own product in a weekend. It is a $497 value. If you are one of the first 30 people only to jump on this offer today, we're going to give you access to that awesome bonus. Bonus number two, this is one of the most valuable things that you can learn in your online business, and that's copywriting. It's how to turn words into cash. You know, we just mentioned that I paid, or Winter and I paid really good money, $4,000 to pay our copywriter to write some emails for us. Well, here's how he did it. This is a copywriting training. It's a $2,000 value, and it's where I walk you step by step on how to turn words into cash. I say it's a $2,000 value. I hope for you it's worth exponentially more than that. Here's one of my clients, David Krakow, who used just one 2-page letter that I wrote for him. And this is an excerpt of a call that we did. So this was a phone call, and he says, right now, brand new work since we spoke, I'm at $600,000 in new business. This was from a 2-page letter that I wrote for David, and we'll even give you that 2-page letter so you can see and deploy that type of campaign with your new email list as well. So that's really exciting. Bonus number 3 is free traffic secrets. If you're starting on a small budget, if you want to grow your list without investing money in paid traffic, we're going to share what we know about generating free traffic the right way, the effective way. This is a $997 value. If you're one of the first 10 people to join today, we're going to give this to you at our expense. Everything that you get here, as you can see, total value of over 20,000 bucks. And really, if all this did was help you build that first 5,000 email list so you can see new money coming in each week, like would that be worth it to you? Just a 5,000 person email list? If all this did was give you the kick in the butt to not just get going, but to have your online business fully deployed, live, running, working behind the scenes, even if you're not a tech expert, would that be worth it to you? If you walked away today with the confidence to have control finally of your financial future, would that confidence be worth it to you? And you know, for many clients of mine, I'll share one example in just a second, but one highly engaged email list to you might be worth 5,000 bucks. Could be worth $25,000. You saw some screenshots from earlier that you know, one email list from Winter has been worth over $60,000 this year. So how much would you pay to get one successful email list? Well, for one of my clients, he stroked a check and invested $15,000. This was for a one call with me, about an hour per call, once per month, to learn these exact strategies. So 15,000 bucks to learn how to build and monetize his email list. And the reason why is because he knows the value of growing an email list. He knows the value of generating subscribers and making automated sales. So I think you can see why List Launch Pro is a great deal at 5,000 bucks. Right now, you can invest in List Launch Pro for the price of $2,997. So you get the entire training, the entire system, all the emails, the done for you everything for less than what we just paid our copywriter to just write the emails. And you know, it's not just the money that you save by joining us today, it's also the time that you save, right? You can imagine how much time it takes to create one free report. Now you have 10 free reports, 10 campaigns, all done for you. But we want to do something extra special for you. And here's the reason why. Number one, you're a friend of Ron. Also, number two, you already understand the value of an email list because you're here because of Ron's email list, because you're part of Ron's community, because you have that relationship with Ron and you understand the value that he provides. So for a limited time, you can enroll in List Launch Pro today at a substantial 50% enrollment discount for just one payment of $1,497. And the reason why we have an enrollment discount is because first of all, we limit enrollment and we shut off enrollment so that we can make sure we provide a great experience and don't have too many members coming in all using the platform at once. We also want to welcome every single member that joins us. So we'll tell you more about that in just a moment. And Winter, I know you gave out a bunch of coupon codes, and I see you typing in the chat here, giving out a bunch of coupon codes. So look, here's how this is going to work. Today you can buy List Launch Pro for about $3,000. Because you're a friend of Ron, you can enroll at 50% limited time enrollment discount. However, see if I can make this a little bigger here. Even better, you can use your coupon code and save additional money. And so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the link on the screen, and for everybody that has a coupon code, you're going to want to go to that link right away, enter your coupon code, and lock in your savings, lock in that coupon code discount. And Winter, I'll just make sure that, have you make sure I'm doing this correctly. The address is listlaunchpro.com/go/Ron. And you wanna make sure you type that all the way out, listlaunchpro.com/go/Ron, so that you get access to the 50% enrollment discount. That's how you can invest in List Launch Pro for just one payment today of $1,497. And want to give everybody a head start that has the coupon code. Winter, where are we at with the coupon code?
So I was actually just taking a count here, Tim. It seems like we have 8 left. So I sent out 17 messages there. We have 8 left. So let's just give it another moment for those that earn the coupon code to get that head start. And again, once you load the listlaunchpro.com/go/Ron, you put in the coupon code and put in your email address and information, and you submit, and that's what secures the coupon code. It assigns it to your email address, and that's what secures the coupon code. So if you go through those steps, I think, Tim, if we give everyone 30 more seconds here, I think, and then we can just hand out the coupon code to whoever didn't interact with us or get one of the questions right.
Yeah, so here's what we'll do. Just to make this easy for you, go ahead and go to this URL right now. Go ahead and go to listlaunchpro.com/go/Ron. We'll just do this the easy way, because I'm going to take this off the screen in a second. And I know as soon as I do that, people will be asking us what the link is. So there's the link, listlaunchpro.com/go/Ron. Since we do have a few more coupon codes, I'm going to go ahead and type this into the chat. And so for everybody now has access to the coupon code. And when you type that in the chat, you have a substantial savings. And I see some people asking, is it a 10% coupon discount? Type it into the box that you see on your screen. You might be surprised at the actual discount. We have some of our colleagues who are really smart, probably a lot smarter than us, saying that we shouldn't offer such a steep discount, but we're doing that today. You're a friend of Ron, so go ahead and do that. Go to listlaunchpro.com/go/Ron, enter the coupon code. I'll leave this up for another 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna pull it from the screen and go on to talk about our guarantee. So I wanna make sure that you have that. Winter, how are we looking here in the chat? Any questions? Let me know when we're...
Yeah, we're good. I'm just quickly, if anyone has any questions, shoot them on in here. I'll either type them out or we'll come on the line and answer any questions that come up at all. One person was asking if it is case sensitive. So it is capital L, capital P -10. It is case sensitive for the coupon codes. There's still some available. So I'm sure a lot of people are on that site right now, and you can take it away, Tim.
Yeah, so Winter, I know a question we get a lot is, are there any other expenses involved in growing your business? We'll talk about that in just a second. We're also, Winter, if you wouldn't mind sharing your story of that very first sale that you made. I mean, you made a sale, I think it was $67. That was the start of you making millions of dollars online, and I'll have you share that story. And I have, just to kind of tip our hand here, we have an awesome bonus, a fast action bonus that we're giving away. And I'll tell with you some case studies as well. But before we do that, I wanted to tell you about our 5K double guarantee. I'm just going to state it very directly, very simply. Here's the 5K double guarantee that Winter and I are making to you today. Very simple. put List Launch Pro to work, and we guarantee you'll generate 5,000 subscribers and earn $5,000 within 60 days, or we will coach you until you do. Really simply, put List Launch Pro to work. We guarantee you'll generate 5,000 subscribers and earn $5,000 within 60 days, or we will coach you until you do. And look, this is a guarantee that, again, some of our colleagues have said we're a little crazy to offer, but when Winter and I were first talking about doing something like this goes back a couple years ago. We were sitting on a beach at this mastermind in Costa Rica, and we were saying, look, if we're going to do this, we know the value of a list. We want to make it easy for our community, easy for our members. Personally, I know how difficult the tech stuff can be. That's not my strength. Winter's a wizard at that stuff. We said we're going to make it as easy as possible to get started, but not only that, we're going to walk along this process with them, hand in hand, step by step, so that they get results. And there's a lot of reasons why we do this, but let me tell you the selfish reason. This is the reason that's in it for us. And it's a phrase that I absolutely love, and it is a rising tide lifts all ships. A rising tide lifts all ships. And what that means is when you start building your list, it makes the entire community that we're building List Launch Pro more valuable. And as your list gets bigger, that means you and I can do the traffic multiplier method, and we can, as a community, build our lists. So we are doing this to help you. We also have selfish motives for doing this, but bottom line is when you put List Launch Pro to work, we guarantee you'll generate 5,000 subscribers and earn $5,000 within 60 days, or we will coach you until you do. And we're happy to answer any questions about this. We'll talk. I see some questions in the chat. We'll come back to those questions in just a moment.
Hey, let me just jump in and say this is a great offer, and that guarantee is amazing. So you're going to just coach people until they actually make money. So you're pretty much guaranteeing they're going to make money with the system, and you're going to stick with them until they do. That's great support right there for sure. But let me just say, I mean, everybody here, hopefully if you're on my list, you know the power of having an email list, right? Because that's the reason you're here on this presentation. And I'm kind of preaching to the choir because that represents the bulk of my income online is having an email list. But what you guys are doing is really simplifying it for everybody, because the hard way to do it is to try to create the squeeze page yourself and then test it, and then test the one-time offer after people opt in, and then test the follow-up series. That's doing it the hard way. That's how I did it when I first started. And I wish something like this was already available, something proven and tested that I could just tap into instead of wasting, well over a year of my time trying to figure all that stuff out on my own. So this is a no-brainer to me. I mean, you guys have really laid it out, and you're offering them an opportunity to tap into an existing system and just try to actually clone it with that software and make it so easy with just a few clicks to set something up that would cost a lot of time and money to do. So great offer, great presentation. I'll let you guys keep going.
I appreciate that so much. We see your questions here. We have questions from Cheyenne. Will you really coach me until I get 5,000 subscribers, $5,000? Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to the coupon code screen in just a second. Yeah, I mean, all of us, we're broken records when we talk about the monies in the list. We're just so excited. Here's Ed Pratt. He's one of our members that he says, in 1 week, I've gotten more results than I had in years. That's because the system's done for you. Thomas is one of our members. Thomas lives in Florida, and he is an elementary school teacher, and he wanted an extra stream of income, as you can imagine a school teacher might. And he said, made money off of my first 2 sales, bada bing. First transactions ever seen on ClickBank. Winter, should we talk about PayPal credit? Actually, before we do that, we do have one more awesome bonus for you that is a total game changer that I'll share with you in just a second. For those of you that have already invested in List Launch Pro, you're getting access to that bonus too. But for those of you that are asking, the URL is listlaunchpro.com/go/Ron. The coupon code, as you see, is case sensitive. So it's capital L, capital P, -10. And just as a reminder, we're going to come back to talk a little bit more about the 5K double guarantee, because it's one of the things that really makes this different. It'll make you really comfortable and confident in deploying this today.
Excuse me. One person just asked a question, and I just said I'd answer it live, and that was, you already have it pulled up here, any additional expenses. So with List Launch Pro, you don't have to deal with hosting, you don't have to deal with servers, you don't have to deal with code. Leave that all to me, more or less. The additional expense is the autoresponder. I've used Aweber for 10 years. I never recommend or offer a service that I don't personally use. So that is what we recommend for List Launch Pro. That's $1 a month, then $20 a month after the $1 a month trial. And the beautiful thing of that, like, of course, that $20 grows. As your subscriber list grows, that grows. I think I pay Aweber $5,000, $6,000 a month. But with that growing, obviously your income's growing too. So that's, something I like seeing that bill grow, so to speak, which is weird to say. And the only other thing you need is a non-Gmail, non-Yahoo, non-AOL account. So if that means, in the training, I create a couple of videos that walks you through how to easily go and set up your own domain, and you don't even have to set it up. You just purchase and click a couple of buttons. Or you can use another email service. And those, honestly, Tim, at $10 a year, you're probably on the high side. Domains are so cheap these days. You can get, I was looking through a couple of days ago, you can get like a .me or a .name for like $1.50, which I just find crazy. When I registered my first domain online, it was $250 a year, and that was back in 1995. And, at the time I was quite young. I was 14, 15 years old, and that was a lot of money. So no, these are the additional expenses, and that's all that's involved for getting everything up and going.
So I want to just real quick say thank you to Carol from Indiana that joined us, and Mike from Michigan, and we have quite a few other people. Ron, you told us that your audience was action takers. They're acting so fast, they haven't even seen what I think is one of the most valuable bonuses. They don't even know about that valuable bonus, which you get. So we'll get to that in just a second. But one of the questions that we get a lot is, I see in the chat, a lot of people want to get started right away. Do we have an option for you to get started at less than the normal price, or an easier option to get started? And this is really exciting. I'll make my screen full screen here. We've actually partnered with PayPal Credit so that you can get access to everything today and pay later with a service they call PayPal Credit. Now, I will say, this won't work for everybody. It's only for United States residents. However, if you are a United States resident, when you get to this screen on the order form, it's really simple. Just select PayPal, select that PayPal radio dial, and fill in the information, obviously, click complete your order. And by the way, just to point out, this is at the normal price of $3,000. So when you get to this page, it won't say that. It'll say $14.97. If you grabbed one of the coupon codes, it'll be significantly less than that. But you select PayPal Credit, you log into your PayPal account, and you select PayPal Credit. Again, it won't be at the $3,000 price point. You select PayPal Credit, and you apply for credit. This takes anywhere, I've done this a couple times in my business, it takes anywhere from about 60 seconds to 3 minutes. So it happens right away. You just fill in this information, and they'll tell you right away if you qualify. So let me go back. And if you qualify, you get access to everything. In fact, Winter and I can't even tell that you use PayPal Credit. You get access to the entire system. You get access to the bonuses. And as you can see here, $0 is due now, and you make no payments and no interest if paid in full in 6 months. So this is an awesome option to have. As a business owner, I understand the value of credit, understand the value of finances and making other people's money work for me. That's why we've put so much value into the system, is to really make it a no-brainer for you. And so that option is available to you if you are if you are a U.S. resident and if you qualify with PayPal Credit. Just a quick recap. Had some people asking everything that you get, and this is just a snapshot. You get our first 5,000 subscribers training. That's a $1,500 value. You get all 10 done for you List Launch Pro campaigns, the tracking, the training. That's a $10,000 value. The done for you, we're now up to about 56, 57 emails, professionally written email campaigns. That's a conservative $3,000 value. You have the private Facebook group, which is a $97 per month value, and something that we haven't talked about yet, which is the monthly group coaching calls. So every single month, Winter and I do a group coaching call. It's included in this investment that you're making. As you saw when I did one-on-one coaching, my lowest price point was $15,000. Now that was for one-on-one. This is group coaching, but this is just one of the ways that we help coach you to get your first 5,000 subscribers. Of course, you have access to the Facebook group, our email support, the next level training course if you want to go well above and beyond. And when you join us today, everyone